Welcome back, lads, and lassies. My name is Josh, and today we're going into another Darling in the Franxx video. Every Tuesday, we're here with I always want to say Gurren Lagann. I just can't get this series out of my head. I actually just got mail a couple days ago. This would be a couple weeks actually for you lads. My order. This is Gurren Lagann both movies and the series. So glad I got that in the mail. But yeah, Darling in the Franxx, man. The last episode was one of the most emotionally impacting episodes we've had in the series. It was just like it's hard to watch. Like Zero Two be treated the way she was as a child. We got to see her and Hiro. Like Hiro actually is Zero Two's first darling. Hiro was the first person for Zero Two to ever fall in love with, but Hiro forgot about that because of the adults. They didn't brainwash. They erased his memories of Zero Two. Zero Two has been looking for him ever since. She didn't recognize him since he got older, but now because of some weird thing that happened in the Franxx, Zero Two and Hiro both remember exactly what happened. Hiro revealed that he's the guy, he's the boy. He remembers Zero Two now as the girl, or he recognized her as the girl. And well, Zero Two kind of also went a little bit crazy and took off Delphinium's arm. So I just want to see everyone's reactions, like what's Ichigo going to think? What's Gordo going to think? How is Zero Two and Hiro's relationship going to change? Only one way to find out is by watching the reaction, or watching the video, or watching the episode. If you guys want to watch the reaction, there's going to be a couple links down below. Click the link that works best for you. Come back for the discussion, because YouTube and anime, they don't really mix. But so excited to get into this episode. Man, I want to. My questions, actually, I'm satisfied with my questions right now. I'm satisfied with what I have answered. I just want to see what people think of all these revelations. So let's get into this, lads. Man, that was pretty much everything I expected this episode to go into. With Ichigo's reaction being very, very reasonable. Hiro's almost died twice, I believe, riding Zero Two. Zero Two literally was going to choke him to death because of her. Maybe I missed something. If they explain it later on, don't tell me in the comments. But what is with the astral projection of Zero Two? There's her in her riding stance, and then her choking Hiro. If they answer it later on in the series, don't say it. But if they don't, what was that? I was kind of I had a brain fart moment in the beginning of the reaction, because I saw the marks on his neck. I'm like, oh no, it's growing again. Whatever that thing that was growing in 10 episodes at this point. Now that's 5 episodes ago, something like that. Back in episode 6, it's growing again. But no, it's just literally her marks, because she was choking him so hard. But man, I did not write anything down this episode, and a lot of character stuff happened. I understand where Ichigo is coming from. She says in this episode she loves Hiro, so of course she wants to keep him safe. And I love that the squad is also trying to keep him safe. Gordo, he gets it. He knows what Zero Two is going through with the whole love thing. I guess Kokodo is just very kind-hearted, so she gets it too. Or she can empathize with they should see each other. But I think Gordo, he knows Zero Two, or he knows that they have this weird affection for each other, and he's he has an affection for Ichigo, and he knows what it's like to not let that be reciprocated. So I feel he's One, he's a great guy. Two, you know, he's like, well, if my thing couldn't work out with Ichigo, I should at least try and help out Hiro and 02. Let them at least get a final word in, because he got his final word in. He's like, you know, he's satisfied with that. When he walked in, kind of, on Ichigo's confession, I love that he smiled. I love that, even though he loves her, he's like, you know what? No, good. I'm not gonna interfere. I'm gonna leave. I'm just gonna dip, because you know, this like, it's what I needed. When he confessed to her, it was like, that's what I needed, so maybe this is what she needs. And I love that he just smiled and he's like, yeah, go get him. And like just left. He didn't stay, just left. 02 joining the 9. The 9 is a very interesting concept. I just realized in this reaction, because there's 9 of them, and if 2 people can pilot a Franxx, well then, that is an uneven number. So does, like, do the 9 each get like random pilots that they kill over time, or do 8 of them pilot and 02 is the one that gets random pilot? Oh, actually, I assume, yeah, so 8 of them pilot, 02 is the one that gets random pilots to kill, I guess. But I understand what Hiro's doing. Hiro is a good guy at heart. He's very curious. He's not afraid of death. He wants to live life the way he wants to live it. And I get that he wants to know, like, if 02 is using him. I feel like she answered that question already, though. Because, like, she said that, okay, never mind. He wants her to know if she's using him, like, because if she knew he was the boy in the forest. But, like, I feel like context, like, from her emotions and her reactions to him saying, you're the girl, you're her. I feel like context like that, and her saying, like, I want to be with my first darling, that leads you to believe that she didn't know it was Hiro. And I believe she even goes, like, you're the guy, like, you're him. I think she says that to him. Maybe that was just in her inner monologue, but I feel like if you, like, if you were Hiro and you were able to, like, think about it a little bit, maybe pick up, like, oh, she didn't know. Because he's curious if, like, she was using him because she knew that he was the only, he's the only person she could pilot with, maybe. But I understand. I get, like, Hiro, that he's also a good guy. He wants to help out 02. He's always been there for emotional support. He always offers emotional support to her. But come on, man. Like, 02 does not care in that way. She's made it very obvious. Other than, like, well, actually, very recently she's made it very obvious. In, like, the past 11, or since episode 11, I would say. Maybe episode 10, I would say. That she's made obvious she doesn't care that way. And she only started caring, or she always started calling him her darling. But even then, she had, like, that conversation with Ichigo. Like, Ichigo goes, what if he dies? And she's like, well, then he wasn't strong enough. So she's never really cared about Hiro the person. She's only really cared about Hiro the vessel. And he needs to get that through his skull. Because, maybe she will learn. I thought she got, like, a character arc, but no. She got even worse this episode. She got crazier. And I understand why Ichigo would say, like, no, I'm not going to let you near him. First of all, look at yourself. Second of all, you've killed everyone you've been. I've just got, like, understanding that you might be trying to suck him dry, like, suck his humanity out of him. Like, that's some scary stuff to listen to, especially if it's the person that you love. So I think Ichigo was completely in the right here. And then when 02 started freaking out, beat everyone up. Like, when Hiro walked into that hospital room, what is he left to think? Sure, saying that she is acting like a monster right now was not the best thing to go with. That would probably was better answers. But he's right. She's throwing a tantrum, and she has the strength of, like, I guess Captain America would be the best, like, above average human strength. So she, like, unleashed her fury on everyone. I feel bad for 02. I feel equally as bad, if not worse, for Ichigo, because her confession is falling on deaf ears. like Ichigo, like I can empathize with. 02, I feel like we're being told to go like, oh man, look at her terrible childhood, but then also her actions in the present. It's like she doesn't care about Hiro that much. Like I keep reiterating, I keep saying this, but like her actions in the present, like she's like, oh, I keep putting on a human face, but no matter how like no matter the disguise, they always reject me. It's because she never acts human. She never puts the time in. I feel like she is trying to. I feel like something very drastically, like something big happened that I missed. Maybe I'll like catch it when I'm editing my reactions. So I haven't edited episode 8, I believe. I haven't edited up, as of recording this, I haven't edited episode 8. But episode 8 and 9, shoot, what happened in 9? Oh, no. Yeah, 9, she was like kind of there. Maybe it started in 9. So like something happened in 9, I feel, that started this gigantic spiral where she is now. She feels completely different than she has in the first 7 episodes of the series. Or first 8 episodes, my bad. So, it's like, the show wants me to feel really bad for her. Like, oh my god, how dare they like keep her away from Hiro. But I completely agree with Ichigo. Like, this woman's crazy. She, like, and everything that, like, the entire cast knows. It's the best call to make until Hiro is 100% back on his feet. It's just... Ichigo's confession fell completely on deaf ears. Hiro looking up into the sky to see 02 fly off with the 9. What's left? What's going to happen with Hiro now? Because like he's a double digit, so maybe they'll let him pilot. I guess it is confirmed now in this episode, or at least Hiro like has a suspicion that he can't pilot because of he licked 02's blood, I guess, and that's why he's able to connect with her, because literally a part of her is dissolved inside of him, I guess. That's probably what they're going to go with. That's a suspicion, it's not an answer. The show's presented to us, so. Man, Gordo is just too good of a guy. Too good of a guy. I love that he smiled with Ichigo confessing. I love that he was the voice of reason. He was the one, because Kokoro, like, she's probably always kind of like been thinking, like, maybe we should let her talk. But she's not the one that takes initiative usually. And that was like a whole thing for her episode. Or not her episode specifically, but that was like a whole thing in the Boys vs. Girl episode. But yeah, Goro was the one that stepped up. He's like, you know what, maybe we should let her. Because if we don't, well, she's going to kill us all probably. But like that obviously wasn't the reason why he let her wasn't because she was going to kill them all. It was because like, you know, he can empathize with that. So feel bad for everyone in the show. Feel bad for Hiro. Feel bad for 02. But I feel significantly bad for Ichigo and Goro. So many complex layers and emotions to this. But yeah, Hiro just needs to like, he needs to just get his answers and be fine with it. But I know he's not afraid of death, so that makes him to go like, yeah, let's, even if it does kill me, if it transforms me, I don't care. I just want to pilot a Franxx, which makes like that's why he's gonna go back into Franxx. The next time he gets in there, I have a feeling he's gonna come out with horns. That's just a suspicion. I wonder if maybe if he like you know, they said like it's unusually high. It's very high. He's about to transform. So if he like stays away from 02 for a month, if he doesn't pilot for a month, he gets back in. If he like resets gradually, like okay, so he can pilot for like 6 months now. But if he goes over that, we need to give him another month break or something like that. Maybe. But I feel like we're gonna see Hiro with horns, because they keep talking about all this transformation stuff. They keep talking about how scary Ichigo is because of it. But man, so bad for Ichigo. If you enjoyed this reaction, lads, make sure to come back next week for more. Hit the subscribe button, hit the like button. Whose side are you on? Do you think Ichigo was in the right because of like keeping 02 away from Hiro? Do you think that they should have talked, or do you think that she should have let her be there? I didn't even talk about Miku. Miku, even though she was a very small part of the episode, could tell that she does care about Hiro, because without saying a thing, she's just there. She's standing guard the whole time. She's always at that door. And so glad that Hiro's getting some love from like his teammates. Man, he needs to get his head straight. But I don't think he probably won't. It's not the point of the series. The series is going to be him and 02. But that sucks. I feel so bad for all these characters. So yeah, lads, I'll be back next week for more. If you enjoyed this reaction, maybe you enjoy some of my other reactions. I went through Gurren Lagann. I went through the first season of The Promised Neverland. I'm going through My Hero Academia with Micaiah. So there's a lot of stuff on the channel. Anthony and I played through the entire Halo series. I believe up to ODST is on the channel. I'm editing Reach and 4. So if you like Halo, check out that gameplay. But yeah, lads, I'll be back next week for more. It's a great series. Can't wait to see what happens next. Alright, see you in the next one.